everyone, and welcome to My Organized Life, where I'm trying to get my life organized. If you're new to this channel, a big hello to you, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So today we're just going to be doing a budget check-in. I get paid bi-weekly, so every other week I like to just check in with my budget, make sure that my tracking is fairly accurate, and kind of see how much I'm looking at rolling over into my next paycheck kind of thing. So we are going to dive right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of make myself a little sheet here. I'm just going to use my phone to hold that open. Okay, so I'm going to check what's in my accounts and make sure it matches what I need. So I'm going to check my basic and my plus account. My plus account is basically the debit account that's attached to my card. And then my basic account is a second debit account that I have that I keep all of my bills in, and I just pay all of my bills out of this account. And then I'm going to write down all of my envelopes. So my spending categories are cab money, lunch money, which is just money that I spend on lunch at work. We've got groceries, food, which is like takeout, like coffee trips, stuff like that. Miscellaneous is just anything that I don't have a category for. So miscellaneous isn't always a bad spend. Like if I got carb and a haircut, that could fall under miscellaneous because I just don't have a category for it. But I do try and keep that to necessary miscellaneous spending. So then I've got beauty and pet. I do have an envelope for pet right now, although with COVID going on, that's one place where I'm not really comfortable handing over cash. I don't know why. I would just rather use my debit card there. So these days I'm just putting my pet money in my account and paying with my card. My pet envelope currently is being used for Carbon's birthday. So this is my sinking fund money for Carbon's birthday. We're planning for that now. Actually, we're doing his birthday party tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. So I do want to kind of create 2 more envelopes that I can carry around with me on my wallet that are for sinking funds. And my reason for doing 2 is because there's a couple months where I've got 2 sinking funds that'll be in use, so I want to keep them separate. So I do plan on making a couple of those for that, but for now I'll use my pet envelope since I'm not really using it for anything else. Okay, so then here we'll total our cash, and then also count our change. We'll total all of our cash, and then we'll grand total everything. Right, so now that we've got all of those, I'm just going to flip to my trackers. Here is my debit and savings tracker. So I'm just going to go online quick and check my accounts, make sure they're where they should be. Okay, so my debit account, which is my plus, has $14.04 in it, so that is accurate. And then my basic account, which is my bill account, has $192 exactly, so we are good on those. And then for cash, we should have $203.80. So we'll go through everything and see if that's what we have. Okay, so here are my everyday cash envelopes. So I've got one for beauty. So we'll start with this one. And currently I have $20.35 in that one. Okay, in miscellaneous, I have 50. Okay, in groceries, I've already spent pretty much all of my grocery money, so I've got 0 in that. Cab money, I've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 41, 42. I keep my cab change separate than my spending change, just because cab rides are usually $6 or $7. It never has any change, so I like to make sure that I have that exact amount on me. Okay, so lunch money, I've got 40. I was a little bit confused earlier when I was looking at my tracker, because according to my tracker, I should have $33.75. And since I have 40 here, I'm thinking that I either spent out of another category accidentally maybe, or tracked something wrong there. I'm not sure. Okay, and then food. So I've got 20, 35 in food. And nothing in pet. And then here is my change. So let's see, we've got $1 here. So these dang nickels always trick me into thinking that they're quarters. Okay, so we've got $1. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So $1.80 and change. All right, so let's add all of this up. So let's see, we have 192 plus 1404 in the account. So together between those, I have $206.04 in our envelopes. So 42 plus 40 from lunch, 35 from food, 50 in miscellaneous, and 35 in beauty. We have $202 between all of those, plus $1.80. It's $203.80, and that is exactly where we should be. So we have the exact amount that we're tracking. So whatever discrepancy I have with my lunch money in here somewhere, my cash is at least still adding up. So I guess we'll see when I close my paycheck what happened there. So then we're going to take that $203.80 and we're going to add the $206.04. So the grand total, we have $409.84. Technically, if we take that cushion out of there, that's the amount that I technically have to spend. Also, minus 142 I'm saving, so that's technically what I have to spend. So yeah, the reason that I like going through and seeing how well I'm tracking stuff is it's just easier to go back in through this period rather than have another whole week of spending and then have to go through it, or even worse, closing the month and having to go through everything. It's just easier to make sure everything's on point. It doesn't always make a difference, even though my paychecks are usually perfect when I close them. For some reason, when I go and close the month, I'm usually off, but it's usually not by much. So I don't usually worry about it. But another reason that I like to go through and do that, because now I can go back and I can look at my second paycheck and I can kind of see how I'm sitting for that. So I technically have a little over $400 currently. Obviously, I'm not going to have that much in a week by the time I get paid next, but I know that if I can keep my spending down to about $100 this week, which is doable, I think I could do that. If I can do that, then this rollover will hopefully cover a lot of this red. I might still not be able to do everything I want to do with this paycheck, but that's okay. But yeah, so that is everything. If you guys liked this video, would you please give it a thumbs up? And if you're interested on seeing how my second paycheck in February turns out, feel free to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. I should have my second paycheck in February budget up by the 26th because that is the day I get paid. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, that's everything. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and as always, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye!